Hey everybody, I am Brittany, and this week's reformer workout is going to feature the ball. Okay, so it's a props class today, so this is a playground ball. It's soft, don't use anything hard. We want to have a little forgiveness. The more full it is, it will be a little bit harder on some of the things than if you've got one that's more deflated. Both are fine. This will make it a little more challenging. So this workout is going to be flirting with intermediate level. So get your ball, set your reformer up, ready to rock, and I'll see you right back here. Okay guys, welcome back. So we are ready to go. You have your ball handy, you have measured your straps, your gear bar, all that goodness. Foot bar is in the up position, and we're gonna start with 2 red springs. So put the ball behind you. We do not want it resting against the shoulder blocks, so just forward, and then you're gonna lay back on the ball. It's no higher than about the base of my shoulder blades, or like bra strap area. And we're gonna just pretend like we're comfortable for a second. So my feet are in first position, and we're just going to begin really simple, straightening the legs and then returning. Because it's not super heavy like your traditional footwork, I need you to stay in this sort of crunched position. And as the body pulls back in towards the foot bar, you're trying to scoop out your waist and pull your belly button down towards the ball. Inhale away, and then exhale home. Let's get a few more. 2 and 1. Staying all the way in. Let's just go ahead right out of the gates. We're coming hard. So the hands behind the head. You're going to just drape back. I'm on the shoulder blocks, but I'm not resting. This would be resting. See the difference? Okay? I'm going to crunch. So I'm stretching back. I'm keeping my tailbone down, so always my butt is on the mat. Inhale and exhale. My heels have not separated. Just that constant contact is going to engage all the adductors, so there's those inner thigh muscles, and that will keep everything working in your core. One more time. Good. Now we're going to go out just a little, and I'm just going to do baby pulses in. Now this is obviously coming from my thighs, but because of the position that I'm in here, I'm feeling those abs. So as I come in, notice I'm doing this baby crunch, baby crunch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, one more time, and then all the way in. All right, quick stretch. Oh, it feels so good. All right, you ready for more? We've got more. Crunch it up. Now, I want you to just twist and twist, twist and twist. 8, 7, my heels are still together. 2, back to that first side all, and then little ones, 2, 3. We're just increasing that rotation each time. Stay with me right here. We're staying flexed, up, down, up, down. We're going to get 8 here. It's funny how fast that gets warm, right? 6, 7, and twist, and we just repeat twisting and more. 4, 3, Stay in the rotation and up and down. 2 and 3. Keep the heels together. 5, 6, 7. One more. Back to the middle. Sit up. Put this torturous little ball aside. We're going to use that a lot more later. Go ahead and lay down. And we're going to go right into our bridges. So headrest is going to be flat. Arms are laying at your sides. Feet are about hip distance apart. We don't want to move the carriage here. Keep it in. We're going to scoop the tail, rise, breathe in, hold. And then exhale, we melt down from our top to our tail. So it's important to be deliberate with the sequencing. Tail to top on the rise. Let's keep the inner thighs kind of inward. And then we roll all the way back down. So inward, that's vague. Keep them parallel. So as you lift, it's almost like you're hugging an invisible ball at the knees. I don't want them to open here at the top. And we roll all the way back down. One more time, guys. Exhale. Up we go. Breath in to hold. And then we roll our way down. Let those knees, windshield wiper, side to side. All right, now bring our friend back into the game here. I've still got my 2 red springs on, so I'm just gonna lift up my tush and put the ball right below. Now it's right under my tailbone, it's not down, it's just at the very top of my butt, barely onto my lower back. And we're gonna get our feet into the straps. All right, everybody loves feet in straps. While keeping the hips elevated, you're getting this nice stretch the whole time in your lower back. Beautiful. Also, the instability of the ball makes the obliques work. So we're going to begin with that lift and lower. Inhale, the legs come toward you. You can come a little further maybe than normal because your butt is elevated, and then press. We still have to keep that focus on sort of filling this space under our back with our abdominal muscles. Now we're going to change, turn out, inhaling, legs up, exhaling, they're down. My heels are connected throughout. Now I see a lot of people zigzagging their feet as they lift and lower. So as an instructor, I certainly am watching for fluidity. Find a spot on the ceiling. Perhaps you can trace a line. Maybe you've got lights or ceiling tiles or something. Try to maintain a fluid straight line. Now, internally rotate from the hips, knees and toes aim in, and we do the same. Lift, breathe in, push, breathe out. So you're just keeping your neck, shoulders tension free. 2 more. And down, and lift, and down, right into bend and stretch. So the heels turn in, they connect. We'll bend in, and then as we push, point the toes. So ankles, knees, and hips, hips, knees, toes, right? So 3 points of flexion, 3-point extension, and reach. So we're still drawing that straight line. What you didn't maybe notice was that your obliques, it got sneaky. They're working to keep you stable. 2, and 1. All right, super fun time, stag. 1 off to the side, 1 knee bends. Now this one's weird on the ball. Don't let the straight leg pull you off onto the ground. Okay, so this is why this is intermediate. We've got to be very stable here. If you lift your elbows up, keep your hands on your waist. It's even more exciting because you've lost these arms for stability. So do what you need today. 1 more each way, please. And down. And leg circles. Up, out, and around. Because the hips have elevated, we have a larger range of motion. So typically we cannot send the legs down this low because the straps would be on the shoulder blocks or our bodies. Reverse. This just gives Very mobile opportunity here. Feels really good. Down and around, last one. And around. Bend the knees. I'm going to lift up just enough to get the ball out from under me so that I can enjoy short spine. Now, if you're not feeling short spine, happy baby is your friend. This is intermediate though, right? So we're going into it. Up. You stay off your neck, right? Shoulder blades are down. Knees soften a little. You creep the hips down. Bend the knees. Drive it out. Lift up. Soften. Really focus on this length here. So my first couple, notice that my hips don't go all the way down quite yet. And then push. Now, rather than doing this initial hinge, try to lift right away. So you squeeze your thighs, squeeze your bottom, and you rise up. Lengthen, lengthen. Oh, feels so good on my lower back. Final. Up and over we go. Knees soften. Creep, 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 creep down. Okay. Feet are out. Just drop them in the well. And we're going to come up. All right, so the ball is coming back in. I'm changing the springs now. Red and blue. We're going to do some elephants. That means we're standing. Now, because this ball is big, I don't want it up here because of how wide it makes my upper body, my hips and my everything. So I'm going to instead put it between my shins, okay, right between the calves. It does the same things. So we're going to just walk the heels back. Now, I need you to be where you're heavy and stable on the heel of the hand, flat feet. And we're going to use our entire adductor to just hold the ball with a little hug, okay? Round your back here. Legs are back. Go for the stretch in the calves. And then we're going to round and drag it in. And in. So as I'm putting these workouts together, I like to listen to my body. And when I'm teaching classes, I like to watch the bodies in my class. So hopefully this one is paired nice with some equal parts stretching and equal parts strengthening. Okay, once we're all the way in, now we're going to lift up, fix my shirt, we're going to lift up to our tippiest toes, and I'm going to allow my heels to rest right up against the shoulder blocks. Now this time we're going to lengthen to our flat back. It's kind of like down dog. We send the legs back. We lift. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. That's the biggest correction I make when I'm working with clients. Keep your shoulders off the ears. Lift. When you're pulling back in, it's because your belly button is pulling up through your body like it's trying to reach for the sun. Okay? Lengthen breath in. Exhale all the way home. Now, come forward, tippy toes. Okay? Actually, just kidding. Come down here. Get rid of that red spring. So now I'm on just a blue. I've got this ball between my calves, and I'm now in a lateral turnout. So my feet are turned apart like first position, and I'm going to give that a nice strong hug. Round your back like an angry cat. Legs move away. Exhale, we pull home. And in. Out. And in. And in. So you should feel like you're getting sucker punched in the gut each time. Really curve your spine towards the ceiling. Scoop your waistline up. 3 and 2. Again, last one. Put our friend aside. Now I'd like you to stagger your feet, one forward, one back. Make sure you're in a train track position, not on a tightrope. All right, so the legs are aligned with their hips. And I'm going to weight shift back over my hips just a bit. Now notice my back. I'm extended. and then I'm round, and then extended. So as I extend my spine, simultaneously my shoulder blades are gliding down away from my back or from my shoulders so that I create more length. Now we're going to hold our extension. It's small, the springs are light. We don't have to go super big. You're going to simply push the legs back and pull the legs forward. The forward leg, in this instance my left, is getting a lovely stretch all over my hamstring, into my calves. Keep your shoulders tension free. We've got one more here. Back we go and forward. Change the feet. Cat-cow a couple of times at your back here. I find that this pyramid position with my legs actually makes that flexion even feel better. So right there, that feels better than even when your feet are together. Once more, we're going to find our backs in that extension. So our waist is down, head and tail are lifted and long, and we push back. There's a little rotation in the lower back, and then it comes in. So those hips have to mobilize in order to move the machine. Very functional though. Your back should move all four directions equally easy. Front bend, back bend, side bend, and twist. Let's make sure we get it all today. Back and forward. All right, carefully, we're gonna just step down. Now get your box. We're gonna put it short in front of our shoulder blocks. We're gonna leave our foot bar up. One red, one blue spring for sprinters. We also need our platform extenders. We're going to put that right up against the wood platform, cover those bolts, and then we get up. Standing up on the platform, we want to be in that train track position rather than a tightrope again here. Toes are down, heel against the box. Now if you've got a foot issue or toe issue, you can certainly put your foot flush against the box. But if you don't, toes are down, heels are up. Now this is like you're getting ready to run a race, okay? You don't want your butt way up in the air, you want to lower down. So always head higher than hips. Light on the hands, drive it back and in. 2. We're going to do 10 here. And 4. There are a combination here, so don't stop. 8, 9, one more guys, halfway in, little ones, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, stay with me, 2, we're going to pause right there and hold for 10 seconds. Now your hands are not weight bearing, they're for balance. 5, 4, 3, we're going to push it out right there to finish, and then all the way home. Good. Switch feet. Feet are aligned with the hips. Make sure your butt comes down. Here we go. Out and in. Now, if you're pushing your box around, your box isn't centered, and or your foot isn't centered. So let's use basic geometry here and keep it aligned. Last 2. Stay out for me. Halfway home and pulse. Now, the lower your whole shape goes, the harder. I'm sure you noticed. 7, 8, stay with me right here, pause. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, all the way out. And then we bring it back. All right, beautiful. Come on down. Box stays. I'm going to change my springs. One red only. Foot bar can stay here. I don't mind it one bit. I'm going to lower my bar down though to the second hook from the bottom. Okay, position 2. We are going to face the tower, hands and knees. We're going to be in a plank, forearm plank. I don't like when the arms are far over the back edge. Scooch them back so your fingers make contact with the end. Always. You leave a knee down as you push one foot out. Now, I like my foot on the foot bar. Let me just show you this real quick. Some people prefer to be right here. For me, I just feel more stable right up against foot bar. So you pick whatever you prefer. This is going to be a slow motion mountain climber. Have fun. Here we go. So our legs are long. We're going to bring our knee to the box and then back out. Knee to the box. Now, I'm not pulling the box to my knee. I'm pulling my knee to the box. It creates a little bit of flexion. I missed it that time. In. In. So keeping your upper back slightly rounded so the shoulder blades are separated. Ooh, you feel this one? And again, tuck. One more, tuck. Final. Put the knee down. Ride it back. All right, so that should warm up the upper back a little, okay? From here, we're gonna go into our hands. I like the same position for my feet. Okay, we're gonna begin with the hands directly below the shoulders. Push out, glide in. I'm gonna try to stay up off the box the whole time. Watch that your shoulder blades don't retract or pinch together. 4 to go, please. 4, 3, 2, and again, take the knee, come back. All right, I love the long box series with the upper back, so we're gonna squeeze that in. Go ahead and turn here. We no longer need our platform extender. All the way down with the foot bar. We have one spring on from before. We're gonna leave it. If you've got any kind of shoulder problems, maybe 3/4 springs is better, blue and a white. Okay, tricky, we're gonna get in. We're gonna also use the ball. Make sure, so I had thrown these down before, make sure your straps are where you can reach them. All right, onto your bellies. And I like a little bit of the chest on the box. If you have this much hanging forward, which I see a lot of people do, it goes immediately into your lower back. Please scooch back. Put part of your chest on the box. Okay, here is the tricky part. We're gonna put the ball back right between the knees. Yeah. Now, if your low back doesn't care for that, just your low back. All of you won't care for that. It's a lot harder. But if your low back truly is bothering you, please skip this and just straighten your legs. Okay, I'm gonna hold up right above where the clips are on the ropes. And anytime you're prone, meaning on your tummy, you keep your hips and your pubic bone pushing down into the box. Give me a nice neutral wrist, so no skin wrinkles, paint stripes, and we turn. Inhale, we draw back, and exhale, we release. Notice that my arms are finishing parallel with my hips, and I don't have any wrinkles in my wrist, okay? We're gonna keep our wrist in an imaginary cast the whole time. As we pull, wide collar, please. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. We're gonna hold this guy back, and we bend, push, inhale to bend. I'm keeping my shoulders away from my ears. I don't have to do anything with that ball besides hold it. A whisper amount of effort in the adductors talks to your core. 2. Good. And arms return. T. Out here, we're going to keep our thumbs at least as high as our pinky finger, shoulders away from the ears. If you're an overachiever, Lift your legs, tiny bit. Pull. This one's airplane. Arms are level with the shoulders, parallel to the floor. I've got those casted wrists, no skin wrinkles. 3 more. 1 and 2. And again. And then hang them up. Okay, good stuff, everybody. Drop the ball. You'll get a cramp trying to reach it. Let him go and come on down. All right. Woo. All right. Take a second. We're going to just reach down towards our feet. Stretch. And then we roll all the way back up. Get rid of the box. Second round of those abdominal crunches. I'm going to leave the red spring on. This time, you've got 2 options. Easiest would be your feet on the rails, and you've got this ball down near your butt. The more that it's low in your back, it's harder. You've got a little bit of space, so if you need to scoot your tushy forward and put it up near your mid-back, perfectly okay. So fine for the feet to be out wide. Let's say that's a little bit easier. Otherwise, your feet are on the headrest and together. Hands either double salute or support the head. Keep your butt down. We drape over the ball and up. Let's get 8 here. Making sure your back just simply curves over the shape of the ball. 3 more. And 2. We're going to stay right here. 1 leg tabletop. Let's add the leg in, leaning back like before, long leg, but we crunch. Now my foot is staying parallel with my knee. It is infinitely easier if your foot drops down. Let's keep it level. Last 2. Okay, 1 more, let's go right into it. Long leg, rotate away, cross, reach, cross. Take a break if you need one. I'm not giving you one. 5, 6, let's just get through this. 7, 1 more. There's your break. All right, good news. That's all we have to do on the other side. No more variations today. All right, here we go. Tabletop. We're long or short. Keep your waist pulling down. 8 here, 5, 6. Okay, twisty time. Reach and across. So these are so effective. We don't have to do very many, thank goodness. 4 more, 5, 6, 7, final time. Feet down. I like to open my arms, stretch through the chest. If it feels okay on your head, let it drape. Okay, hands forward. Roll up. Ball is out of here. Now, I'm going to leave the red spring. We're going to grab the straps forward facing. I've got my legs crisscrossed so they fit comfortably here in the center. Speaking of center, measure. How much space do you have on either side of your hips? Make sure you're in the middle of the machine. Clutch biceps to begin. The knuckles are together right in the center of the chest. My legs are squeezing together and pointy at the toe. Exhale, curve. Staying here. Lengthen. Pull. Now, because the clutch bicep uses chest muscles paired with your biceps, we're going to do them one at a time. Pull and pull. So I'm maintaining that my shoulders are down away from my ears, keeping the tail tucked. And again, together, pull them in. We're going to stay. Rotate. We're going to hold, twist. 2, 3, 4 more, 4, and 2. We're going to pull, pause right here, and we're going to open the arms together. Open. I've got a little movement on my machine because I'm pushing with that left tricep. Rotate and twist, twist, twist. 4, 3, 2, hold it. 3, keep your waist tucked. 2, and again, together, and dive, dive, dive over your legs. All right, shoulders down. Flat back for back rowing. Hinge back, palms face in. Top hat comes off. We lift, lift, lift. Then here, don't matter that the straps get loose. Push them back, up, around, enjoy. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, we're all the way up and over. Now we scoop up and over with our arms like we're in the pool. Stretch. One more, please. Inhale, exhale. Lift and the lengthening from the lower back. We curve our back, scoop our tummy up and around with the arms. Settle. And then we're up. All right. I'm going to put one of the straps on just the back shoulder block just to keep it simple. All right. I'm going to drop my springs just to blue. And I'm going to come here in a kneeling position. Legs parallel like this would be what I'd call level 1. Level 2 is going to be a slightly different stance. Okay, so if you need to put pads under the knee, do so. If you're stamping this foot down, it's slightly angled towards the corner. Okay, just rest the hand on the hip. This hand is palm in, keeping your balance. Watch the lateral rotation. We're going to just lift and return. Now, I'm not all the way to stop. I'm going to keep it with a little resistance. Up and down. 3. So this one is more challenging because of the asymmetric legs. We have more balance here on the external obliques for our keeping our body upright. Now, that was it for that one. We're going to turn our elbow down. So now I've made an elbow like this, a right elbow. We're going to push it across and bend. Reach. Now, as I'm rotating, what I see a lot is people kind of leaning back away from it. Keep your center. Head over ribs, over hips. Slow and steady. Now, if you think about pulling this heel and that knee inwards towards one another, the inner thighs activate and your balance is easier. One more, please. Reach. And then we're back. All right, now both of the knees do come down. I'm not against the shoulder blocks here. I'm going to keep my hands the same one in, but I'm going to loop my hands just behind my head. Now, notice that this rope is in front of my elbow. I know it's weird right here, but let's keep it that way because we're going to bend towards the tower, and then we turn down at the floor, face forward, right side up. Give in, go towards the rope, down, untwist, and lift. If the blue spring is easy peasy, add more. I like the blue. I like the intention of the exercise. And I find that when it's not too heavy, I can recruit the correct muscle group. Side, rotate, keep the shoulders away from the ears. One more. Rotate and up. While we're here, we might as well throw in the tricep version. So grab it with your opposite hand. Hand down on the headrest. Watch that your butt is not sitting back. We high five here. Up. And we bend. Now, I could probably do heavier on my tricep. but just concentrate on keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Push your hip forward, get that true lateral bend. 3 to go. 6 and 7, once again, and 8. Good, and that feels so nice. Hang it up, turn around. Begin with your asymmetric legs, okay? So your body is upright. First, our palm faces our body, not forward. Up and bend. So my right foot and my left knee are pulling toward each other. Two more. Final time here. And now we take that bent elbow and we turn it down, our palms down, and we rotate. So I'm getting power from my pelvis. My body is centered over the center here. Head, neck, shoulders, ribs, all that directly over my hips. And my weight is evenly distributed right and left legs. Last 2. And then we're going to bring the knees both down. Okay. Hands behind the head. Notice the ropes in front. Kind of weird at the beginning. Side, turn, untwist, lift. Side, twist, and lift. Down, turn, and up. This one feels so nice. Make sure that your shoulders don't eat the ears. Always being careful here. And last. And we're up. Okay, last thing. Pass this over to the opposite hand. We're going down, doing a lateral bend here. So palm faces away, and we high five the ceiling. We bend, look down so you don't strain your neck. Inhale. And exhale. 4 and 3. Good, one more time. Big, big, big stretch. Okay, just hang these up. All right, nice. Let's go into calf work. Bring our foot bar all the way up to the top. I'm going to add on 3 red springs only. Now lay down. Okay, get yourself comfy. So this one's like Simon says, I want you to do what I ask, when I ask, and not to try to go any faster or slower, okay? So we're going to have our legs in parallel, and let's just push the legs out and get your body nice and comfy here on the reformer. Relax your neck and shoulders. So my feet are parallel, about hip distance apart. One time, lower the heels below the bar. Oh, it's nice. Up as high as they go. Quickly, down, up, once, stop. Bend your knees and come in. 2 this time. Lengthen, very slow, lower, slow lift, slow, lower, and lift. Now stop, too quick. Down, up, bend the knees, come back. You see what's happening here? Straight away. Lower, slow, lift, slow, slow, and slow up. Again, lower, slowly, lift, 3 quick. Down, 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 bend in. 4 is where the warmth really comes in. Slow, 1, slow, 2, slow, 3, slow, pause, 4 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop, bend your knees and come back. Are you loving this or are you not loving this? Highly effective. 5 and 1, slow, and 2, 3, 4, one more, pause here, 5 quickly, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, woo, come back in. Good news, this is the last one. Lengthen along those legs, here we go, slow, 1, slow, 2, find a happy place, 4, relax your shoulders, 5, one more time, here we go, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come in. That works, doesn't it? All right, so let the heels open wide. We're just gonna push through the heels out and in. 2 and 3. Nice to just get a little rotation in the hips. 6 and 7. One more time. Come all the way in. We're gonna rotate them internally, out and in. This is a nice time with just some simple footwork movements to really relax the muscles in your face, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders. 3, 2, and all the way in. Okay, go ahead and take yourself up and off the machine. And we're gonna just stretch it out here. 1 red's enough. Put your foot against the shoulder block. I've got my opposite foot up near the wheel. And we're just gonna sink down and back. Relax your neck here. Some like to come onto the forearms. Find that it gives the leg on the floor a bigger hamstring stretch. If this is what you need today, take it. Hands up, adds more. And then glide in and up. We're gonna go one more time. Take it down and back. And then all the way back in. Okay, let's come around to the other side. One foot up near the machine's wheel, and we sink. So we initially bend this knee so we can open this lunging hip flexor. And once the hip flexor is stretching, then we push this leg out. So it's like a 1-2. Relax the shoulders here. A lot of these are dynamic stretches. I'm gonna let you just hold this one because we're just finishing up. In and up. And down. So notice it's like that 1, 2. And relax. All the way up. Okay, so there we go. We have it for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you liked the reformer workout with the props today. I look forward to hearing your feedback. Thanks so much.